Well, hey there, Cancer. How is your evening today? How is your evening? That's right. Yeah, I said it right. Anyways, here we go. My name is Cheryl Lynn, and I'm here to do your weekend bonus reading. Now, this one's going to be for Friday, August 8th through Sunday, August 10th. Okay? I'll be back on Sunday to do the weekly readings, and then I'll get you through the beginning of next week when I come back for that. All right, so this one's going to be for my Cancers. We're just going to do a Celtic cross, see what Spirit wants to talk about, and take it from there. Okay. All righty, let's see what we get. Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. All righty, let's see what they get. Okay, we're starting with the Nine of Swords. All right. Well, Cancer, what you got going on here? Nine of Swords is all about stress, but it's a higher level of stress. Eight of Swords, you're just up in a mental prison. Nine of Swords, you've got all here, it's anxiety. You know what I'm saying? It's an inability to sleep. It's a lot of stress. So what's got you so stressed out, Cancer? All right, I'm not sure, so we're going to have to check into it. But this is what they're saying is your current situation, is this stress, this high level of stress, okay? All right, what's the obstacle to the stress? The Five of Wands. Inner conflict. So the stress is over something that you can't decide on. Something that you can't reconcile inside of you. Meaning, it could be anything, right? The right side and the left side. You know, the good side and the bad side. Whatever it is, there is one part of you that wants one thing. Another part of you that wants the other. And one side or the other has to win, right? But you're stressed out over that whole, whatever you want to call that. that whole menagerie there. Whatever that's all about. Okay. Well, that sucks. Sorry, that sounds like a terrible situation. Well, let's see what else we get. Okay, so that's where you're at right now, and that's the obstacle. What do you need to focus on here? So the Star card. You need to focus on staying optimistic and keeping this well of hope and, you know, hope and faith in the future alive. Yeah, there definitely needs to be a sense of balance and a sense of healing to the situation that you currently find yourself in. But none of that can happen until you make a decision, it looks like. And if you were to wait around long enough for Spirit to make the decision for you or something along those lines, I assure you within no time you'll be back in the same position again, because they're pushing you to try to make you make decisions. Okay, that's what this is about, I think. That's what this lesson's about. Okay, what is it you need to leave behind? So you get the Fool. Now I could read this a couple of different ways. Are you somebody who keeps trying to jump into new situations? Possibly without ending situations you're already in or something? If you're that kind of person, that could be an issue. You could also be incredibly non-committal. So leaping from one situation to another and not really settling into anything. Or you could be just acting foolish in general, you know. Just flying by the seat of your pants and hoping things are going to work out. Any of those three apparently is something that needs to be left behind. That's not where you're supposed to be right now. But I never noticed before, this depiction of the Fool looks awfully old for the Fool. Learn something new every day. Anyways, this is what you need to leave behind. What is it that what is your strength here? It is the Ace of Wands. For a lot of you, this is an overabundance of sexual energy. Is part of what you're, it really is for some of you. For the other ones, it's just the fact that you can find inspiration and become passionate about things. You can alchemize something negative and turn it into passion or inspiration. You have an ability to do that. Basically, you can have something negative and instead take the person to bed, I think. No, just, that was a joke. But anyways, that is kind of, there you go. That's your strength. Alchemizing not such good things and turning them into wonderful things, and yours happens to be based in inspiration or passion. Okay? All right. What is in the near future? Five of Cups. Damn, Cancer. Five of Cups is all about a sense of loss and regret. I do believe that this is boiling down to, if I was going to boil down this energy, it looks to me like you were trying to choose between two or more lovers. And you don't want to choose because each one of them brings something unique to your situation. You don't want to lose any of them. You're going to eventually have to choose, and when you choose, you're going to have loss and regret towards the ones that you could not take with you to the next situation, I guess. There you go. Which I feel like is going to strongly damage the relationship you do choose. That's just what I see here. That's why they're telling you to keep this hope and faith alive, because if you don't, you're going to be bitter and resentful. And that's really a problem, I think. But anyways, let's keep going for now. Okay, what is the advice? 10 of Wands. You are carrying a very heavy burden, and you need to lay the burden down. Doesn't mean you're gonna, just saying you need to, okay? What is the atmosphere? The 3 of Wands. You're trying real hard to look forward to your future. Do you notice that we have almost all Wands out here? See, that's what I'm talking about, the passion, inspiration thing, yeah? 5 of Cups. So the only cups I have out here right now are negative, basically. There you go. All right, so what is your greatest fear? King of Swords. You're fearing this analytical, logical, non-emotional being that you feel like you're turning into. This is not necessarily how you wanted to turn your life. You didn't want your life to necessarily start to go down this road. You're feeling like you're very cold towards everybody. And you can see it in yourself. So that's somewhat alarming to you. Like you don't know if anybody can make you feel now, is how you're feeling about it. Okay, and what do we have on the back end? 3 of Pentacles. Well, that's what got you into this mess, was the damn 3 of something, because it looks like you have been spreading yourself a little bit thin, Cancer, maybe. Doesn't mean you're absolutely having an affair. You could just be having an emotional affair. You could just be entertaining options as far as just flirting, okay? But whatever it is, it's taking a lot of attention away from where the attention was supposed to be. So that person's feeling neglected, and then you're spreading yourself too thin, so nobody's really getting the best of you, including yourself, okay? It's just, this is like one of those snowballs, okay? And it was small at the beginning, and this is growing bigger and bigger by the day, you know, because it's just more BS being pulled into it constantly. You're headed for a crash unless you can figure this out and, like, defuse it somehow. It's just what I see, okay? If it's not your reading, don't take it. It can't be for everybody all the time, but this is absolutely what I see for the Cancers that I'm reading for right here. Okay, let's see what we got. For Friday, what'd you get? 7 of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. So there's some kind of new opportunity coming towards you. Somebody else had this too, Scorpio, I think. Okay, but with the 7 of Wands, I don't know if you'll take it. It's because of how defensive you are right now, and you are defensive because you are projecting. You are defensive because you don't trust anybody, and you don't trust anybody because you don't trust yourself. Okay, or you're worried about bad karma because you know you have it coming towards you, is how I see it. Saturday, I have the 3 of Cups, another 3, and the Death card. There is definitely a death coming to the current state of affairs. Things there have to be transformed and they have to be changed. Period. It's just the way it is. Okay, and Sunday, I have the Knight of Cups and the 9 of Cups. This is really you trying to rush in and save the day. I mean, and you would do that in a heartbeat if you just knew for sure what your wish fulfillment is. But I feel like you flip-flop on it. You're not really positive which way you want to go yet. And that's kind of sad. And it doesn't speak volumes to your character. So I think you need to work on it a little bit, okay? That's what I have for that, Cancer, okay? It doesn't matter what the cards say. Go out there and make it the best possible weekend that you can. I will be back on Sunday with the weekly readings. And if you're looking for a private reading, just send me a message. I will get you the details. I'll never reach out to you first. If somebody does, it's not me. It's a scam. So don't get scammed, okay? That's it, you guys. Thank you for everything. Serious, you guys are amazing, awesome group of people. Take care.